Which is crazy to say that because I was like at that time I was probably like 12, 13, right? So my
Wow.
dad was like, "Yo, you tripping? Like you ain't gonna do none of that." So it was crazy, man.
But but hold on real quick. You know what? That is such a good point that you just made, because I was saying this to my wife. Like, sometimes when you're young and you decide to do something so easily, you don't realize how much that is probably your calling, because you don't realize how the next person may not have made that decision like you that easily. Like, the certain things that I decided I wanted to be, to me, I was just like, oh yeah, everybody want to be that. But I didn't realize till later on, it's like, nah, most people would be scared to try to do that or try to be on stage in
Yeah,
front of thousands of people. Like, that ain't a normal thing that everybody wants to do. So like, for you, just seeing Saving Private Ryan, I'm gonna tell you right now, most people did not go, yeah, I want that to be me. That was not
yeah,
what they concluded from that. So the fact that
yeah.
that's how it spoke to you says that was in you the whole time. You just needed something to like pull it out, basically.
Well, in the story of Saving Private Ryan, it was the selflessness.
Yeah.
So if the reason why it's called Saving Private Ryan is because the family, the Ryan's family, it was four brothers, right? Three of them, all four of them went to war. Three
Right.
of them had died. So the I don't know if it's a constitutional or military thing, but the all four brothers, three of them died, and they said that the family name has to live on.
Hmm.
So we have to go look for for Private Ryan, and we have to make sure that he gets home safe,
Hmm.
so he could keep the family name going
Yeah.
because all four sons died,
Wow.
right? So
Wow.
that's a selflessness
Absolutely.
that they had to take on to save this young man because all his brothers were dead. They all died at war. And they had to make sure, no matter if they gave their life, but he had to make it home alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so many people died to make sure that he got to make it home alive.
That's dope.
You know.
That's dope.
So that resonated with me. I thought
As a 13-year
I
old.
want to do that. Pretty much, yeah.
That's dope.
You know what
That's
I'm
dope.
saying? So I realized that once I was an adult, like, yo,
Mm.
that's really something I wanted to do. Um, so I went through high school. I started, I went to when I got to high school, like, yo, I want to join. What can I sign? And you're like, yo, you're too young. You know what I'm saying? So my dad was
Wow.
like, yo, you tripping. So I started doing the whole thing. I played sports, so now that football, wrestling.
Yeah.
So once I got a junior, I was able to be able to, you know, become a pulley. So I
Mm.
did. Um, the situation at home wasn't going too good. So I found it like the best way to get out since I always wanted to join the military anyways. I was like, yo, I don't want to be home no more. I'm gonna join the military.
Mm.
And that's when 9/11 hit, right? So 2003,
Mm.
9/11 hit. We at
Was
school.
that
I
hold on,
was
was that before you joined or after?
Yeah, no, before I joined.
Did that
So
shake
I was
you at all?
already it shaped me, but it empowered me. It angered me, right? So it was like, yo, how can somebody do this to us, right? And I was like, you know what? That really solidified it there. 9/11 hit, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably a year away. I was sophomore going to junior year. And I
Mhm.
was like, yo, I'm joining. Like for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? '01, I'm joining. I'm about to graduate in '04.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
It's a
So 9/11 was like that really lit the match, right? So I was like, told my dad, turned 17. I told my dad, I went to the recruiting office, got the paperwork. I said, hey, sign me. He was like, nah, I'm not signing you. I was like, sign me. It's either that or when I turn 18, I'm signing myself and you can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, if you don't sign it, I'm gonna leave and you won't see me again. So I kind of gave him an ultimatum.
we
So
we ain't even gonna get into that tonight. That sounds like a
yeah,
whole nother story that we
oh, trust me, it was.
that's a whole
But
nother story.
but it, but that's
Yeah.
really what happened, right? So and my dad. man, my dad went to the recruiting office, man, and my dad, I ain't gonna lie, man, my dad is 4 feet 11 inches. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But this dude looked like Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? When he come in, like he got that mouth. And you be like, damn, I didn't know this dude sound like, you know, like King Kong when he over. You know what I'm saying? So he went into the recruiting office. You trying to
Yeah.
brainwash my son? Da da da. Da. So he's
Mhm.
like, yo, you really want to go? I was like, yeah, dad, I really want to go. I was like, all right, you know. So I joined the Marine Corps. I did my thing and went through school because you gotta choose a job to join the military. It's not just being infantry. Um, when you take the ASVAB test, they give you a number, and
Yeah.
depending on how high you score, that's the type of job that you qualify for a certain amount of jobs, right? So I wanted to be a radio operator. I wanted to be
Mm.
a grunt with a backpack, right? But
Okay.
I scored too high. I scored too high on the test, right? So it was like, yo, no, man, you I was like, we can't lose, you know what I'm saying, a person of your caliber to just gunfire. Like we gotta use your brain. So they put me as a generator operator and mechanic. So it's called electrical equipment repair specialist. So
Hmm.
my job was pretty much to maintain and power up. I mean, I was a generator. I power up the command centers. I power up the medic the hospitals, the medevacs, the everything that needed importance, right? I was the one that provided the power through the generator, maintained them, fixed them, and did all that while I was, there. Um, I did my two tours in Iraq. One was in Al Qaim, Al Assad, TQ, Al Ramadi, and Fallujah. Those were the areas that I went to. So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Um, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I seen a lot, but I don't trade it for nothing in the world. It actually um made me love history even more because one thing that a lot of people don't know that Iraq is Babylon.
Huh.
So you you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, I was stepping in Babylon.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
is is what Babylon used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So um imagine this is an area where historical and uh is parts of the Bible.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah. Uh tell her I'm in an interview right now. I'll be right there.
Dad
My
work.
bad. Yeah, that worked.
Dad
Um
work.
so yeah, so that really was really what opened my eyes. I was like, damn, you know,
Yeah.
uh God's people were here
Yeah.
at a certain
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
right? So and it went from there, And when I got out, I joined the Army Reserves. I was an ammunition supply at that moment, um, and just did my time as reservist and got out
Yeah.
and kept going. And we just
So we'll definitely have to have you back on to go into that more, because one thing I learned from having my cousin Reg from the Sev on, and him talking about his tours, um, which he was out there at Operation Iraqi Freedom as well, is that there's a lot of layers.